Hello, hello. Welcome back to a Level 11 True Crime. Getting my cards ready. We're going to start off today with our little True Crime deck. This is the 1111 True Crime deck. This is our deck. It has 93 cards. And it's all about true crime. And it gives... I created this deck with the intent to reveal the truth when it comes to victims that don't have a voice. Today is so fitting because we're going into the Bahamas. And if you didn't catch my last video, you might want to check it out because the friends of the victim come into the live chat. I verified that that is their website, their YouTube channel. That is them. And they are desperately trying to find what happened to Lynette. They're saying that the authorities in the Bahamas, the Royal Bahama Police, are not validating this husband's theory. The husband's name is Brian. Reminds me of Gabby Petito and Brian Laundrie 2.0. But this should tell us a lot. Now, Lynette was spiritual in the sense that she did yoga and she was always admiring the earth and taking in the beauty. And I believe that through Jesus, because that's the only source I pull from, is God. I don't worship other deities. I'm not a medium. I don't talk to the dead. I'm not a psychic, and I don't play one on TV. Everything here is said and shared with you in my belief of what my interpretation is of the cards. You might see differently. Remember, I've got this camera and I have this one, and I'm not a camera person. Now, after this live, you guys, we will jump over and on a different live, the very next live, I'm going to let you guys ask all the questions you want, and I'm going to pull the cards to get the answers. On this live, I just want to find out the first visual of what the cards share. So this is going to be very interesting. I'm going to grab a drink before we start. And in the meantime, with my left hand, because I'm so talented, I'll cut the deck. All right. Let's get into the, well, maybe she's in the Bahamas. The Bahamas. Let's go. Lynette Hooker, show me what went on between Brian and Lynette Hooker. It's not looking good. Is that all we got? Thank you. Oh my gosh. I'm just going to leave the cards. Okay. Holy cow. OMG. Okay. Brian has a history. Brian is the husband, and he has a history of putting his hands around people's neck. He has choked out, allegedly, Lynette. He has choked out his own daughter, and Lynette's daughter was a witness to that and had to go to court. This is what she's communicating. I kid you not. Now, these are small cards, so I'm going to bring them up here. We have land, not water, but land. Ground, acre, which they did visit little deserted islands all the time. I just showed you a clip on my last video. I ended with them going on an island, and Brian's last words was boot camp. Boot camp. He's also been known to put his feet on her. Her back's been covered in bruises, and look what he got. She got the killer card, murderer, guilty, evil, and it shows just two people, her and him. The most alarming is the strangle, breathless, death, choke. Right there. I mean, do I need to go further? I don't know. Let's go ahead. We'll get the true crime oracle cards. These are also very telling cards. I've got quite a few decks here. Y'all, I tell you, that's why you pray to Jesus, and that be the one that guides you when you do your tarot readings, because he'll give it to you like it is. God takes care of those that truly listen to him, because he whispers. You have to listen close. Show me what happened to Lynette Hooker. Y'all, I have cards in here that don't go here. So last time I didn't sort the cards out good enough. And one of my reads, I put these cards back in the wrong place. Mirror, miss you, encounter, and silence. So we'll put those back to the deck that they belong to. And what came out is outer space. Interesting. Show me what else would be a clue to finding Lynette. Please show me another clue to find Lynette Hooker. And thank you. All right, my nose is itching. Spirit is definitely here. Here we go. Beach. Look. Look. Okay, clarification. I said land, not water. Look what we got. Water, beach, meeting. So I'm guessing from the story here, okay, perhaps it was an evening where maybe the sun was pretty. I don't think it was the same evening he's talking about. We have the water, and you can see the sun is setting. A lot of the videos she does, she's capturing the sun setting. The beach. This makes sense too. Look at the sky. And then she's talking about meetings. So did they go on just the two of them, right? Just the two of them, the meeting. Did they meet together on the beach near the ocean to look at the stars? We have field, which means land. We have killer. And we have strangle. We're going to break this down and get into the truth oracle. And then I'm going to get out the tarot. Let me understand this outer space, water, beach, and meeting, please. Roll the dice, take a chance, risk, and a leap of faith. Let me get that off the screen. Thank you, Jenny Bell, so much, but the little chat is covering my read screen. Let me slide everything up for you. We'll take it up and center. Let's continue. Show me this killer strangled energy. Why is Lynette getting the killer energy? And it says, look for investigation, explore, and search. I'm asking why Lynette is getting the strangle, the killer card. And I'm getting look for, investigate, search, explore. She's saying look deeper. Look deeper. Look for it. You'll find it. There's something of evidence that we will find, but it needs to be looked for. Maybe it's on the beach. Chew, deep thinking, remember, solving puzzles, code word. She's like trying to get us to look for something on a beach. It's on land. Something happened on land. An encounter. There's an encounter. Meeting by chance, love at first sight, crush. This encounter, this meeting, this encounter of the two of them happened on land. Maybe a beach right by the ocean. He choked her according to this. She's saying wish, expect, desire. There is hope out there for a resolve to the issue. All right, you guys, we're going to dig into the tarot now. And, okay, not yet. I was just guided to grab the place oracle. I have no idea why we're going to grab it, but I was just guided to go ahead, grab this place oracle. You can see it's got a map, it's got candles, it's got compasses, and it's got a clock. Let's see what out of this deck. Thank you. There's the message. Laboratory and kitchen. Scientific research, experiments, analysis, innovation, and invention. Something will be discovered, maybe with DNA. And then it says kitchen tools, meal prep. That's interesting because it could have been maybe something in, they didn't really have a kitchen, so I'm not sure. Could it be with meal prep? Is there something there? I am unclear. Not sure on that. Let's get into the tarot. It's going to tell me the story. I feel like we're going to take this up to the top to make some room. Hope is still alive of the truth. She's definitely talking about a very intense encounter. Eva Dillard, thank you so much, lovely, for the snooper chat. You said, I've been subscribed to you, and today when I went to message you, I wasn't subscribed anymore. Thought you should know maybe to announce to others to check theirs. Well, thank you, lovely. I greatly appreciate that. And thank you for the snooper chat. Thank you. That's very kind of you. All right, you guys. Hi, Modern Muse. Good to see you, lovely. Jay-Z in the house. Hey, Linda Beatty, I sent out your present. It went out yesterday along with all the deck orders. Okay, that card just flipped. Queen of Cups, the Seer. So something I'm about to share with you is coming out. Okay, show me this entire story about the killer, the strangle. Let's start off. Let's clear the energy. I would like to see where things started going wrong with Brian and Lynette. Show me the story. So we have a liar, cheater, thiefer right off the bat. This is the liar, cheater, thiefer. This is Seven of Swords. This person has snuck over to the camp at night before dawn and stole all the other people's weapons so they can't defend themselves and left them vulnerable during an attack or an impending attack. This is a liar. This is the cheater. He's watching his back. So right off the bat, she's saying everything about this case that's being shared by him is deceptive. So we need to be aware of the deception. So because remember, the seer spoke, right? So we've got that Queen of Cups. She's the seer. Show me more. So there was a lie. He actually abandoned her. This is the orphaned, abandoned card. This is the Five of Pentacles, being left out in the cold. You can see this person's not well. They're on crutches. They have a broke leg. The other person's barefoot in the snow. So it looks to me like he said that he had to, that he couldn't get to her, that he abandoned her because he couldn't get to her. That seems to be the lie. The abandonment is a lie. Oh, Michelle Dry, thank you, lovely. You always look for your videos. Aw, sweetheart, thank you. Thank you, I greatly appreciate that. Thank you. All right, that's not, I was told that isn't it. Wrong card, I don't know. It was a Nine of Cups, which is all about alcohol, all about drinking in excess, so that isn't the card she wanted to bring out at this point. If it was meant to come out, it'll come out again. So the lie is that he had to abandon her. That is not true according to the cards, according to Spirit. Show me the truth, please, is what happened to Lynette. And thank you. So it has to do with him. This is her partner in life. This is the Two of Cups. This is the marriage card, the pledge. This is the soulmate. So you could also see this as the boat. You may see this as the soulmate boat, right? So something's happening at the boat, okay, between them. Continue, and thank you for sharing. Okay, we just got a little bit more of the story. We have the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords is an inspector, a detective, somebody learning. It's getting more education. It's also somebody that witnesses something. So she has discovered something that has made her very angry. I feel anger. That's intuitive. The cards are not saying angry. But she's discovered something that brought her clarity and finality. Could that be why she bought that one-way ticket in March 11th to fly out and go home to her mother? and it was a one-way ticket. She had a finality. She had made a decision because she had learned something that was just beyond what she was going to be willing to put up with. And we have an illusion. So trickery. So she found out that he was deceiving her. So according to this read, leading up to this very serious strangle, which is what he's got, and the killer card, according to her story here. I mean, you can't even make it up. She's saying, I witnessed, right? Now remember, I don't talk to the dead. I'm working through God. God is my creator. Jesus is my savior. And they share with me the cards. And that's all I got. I don't talk to dead. So anyway, we have the liar, cheater, thiever deceiving her. And there's this abandonment. So there's a deception about the abandonment. No, that is not what happened. He did not lose her in the water in a storm, according to the read. Actually, there was an encounter, an exchange, right? Perhaps a meeting. Maybe he met with someone else and had an encounter, an excursion when he went to get groceries or something. I don't know. But there was a meeting. And she finds out about this gathering. She learns about it. It brings her to a finality, a final clarity in her life. That everything in her world felt like an illusion because of discovering this clarity. This discovery right here about him, which is hovering right over this meeting, right? Maybe he was not being faithful in some way. Maybe he was flirting or something. I don't know. Continue. After she learned that, then what? Queen of Swords. She confronts him. She confronts him and she says, hey, listen, I have learned of the truth. I've got the receipts. I know the absolute truth. You can come at me and we can talk, but you have to come at me with absolute truth. My sword is straight up. I have the clarity. You can't deny it. This is how it is. And so if he doesn't come at her with the truth, her boundaries are set strong now. She has become formidably decided in something that she's not going to allow it to continue. She's drawn a line in the sand. Let's continue. Thank you for sharing. It's about her emotional happiness. She's not happy because there's dissatisfaction. There's a lot of dissatisfaction in this because of this deceit. And so she's making a choice to self-love herself. She's going after her emotional well-being, her emotional happiness. Now this card is twofold, meaning that this causes, when she confronts him, and this is the confrontation, she has her back to the illusion. She's no longer paying attention to this charm and this illusion that he's been feeding her. She knows the truth. And the truth is that 10 of Cups is heightened emotion. This isn't just happiness. This can be anger. This can be fury. This can be livid. This is heated up emotion. And what happens? Thank you. This is the infidelity card. This is somebody that's loose with their phallic. They're unreliable. They've got the salamanders all over their cloak. This is the Knight of Wands. This is the Don Juan. Got that cute little smile, but can't be relied on, can't be trusted, impulsive, still immature, and still pulling out his wand, if you will, to get his way. And that's the infidelity card. And here, the marriage card. So she's basically saying, come at me. You did something that is morally wrong. And it's affecting our gathering, our marriage. 1111. It's your pledge. It's what you consider to be your destined events. Something is going against that because he has his back to the marriage. He's not going towards the marriage. He's moving away from it in his actions. She's learning about it. And then there you have it. There's a fight that takes place. This is the fight to the death, Five of Swords card. This is, I'm going to win at all cost. They both had their line drawn in the sand, and there was no more budging. Neither were going to bend. He was going to have it his way, and she was going to have it her way. So they come up to this headstrong point, which means they're stuck. They have this dark night energy, something you don't see coming. And it's a very stuck energy. This is the Knight of Pentacles. This is the only horse in the deck that don't budge. And there is no budging. So this is now, tensions are heating up on that boat in that little space. They can't get away from each other. They both have nothing that they're willing to give on. And all the time they put in is weighing heavy on them. All the things they've sacrificed to be together and all the time that they have been together is weighing that someone's feeling like I invested in this and I over-invested. Could be both of them. Feeling like, you know, I've known you since forever and now look at what we have. Continue, please. So, it is all about that timing. We have the moonlight. We have the two dogs, both looking at that moonlight. And we have the divine timing. This is this one moment in time. And I don't want to talk about it, but there's a moment that is seized. At night, all that time put in, built up, anger. This is the planted. This is the seed was planted, it was nurtured, and it was grown. And the seed that's been planted here, I fear, is that he wants to take her life because he can't have it his way. She won't give in. So he's nurtured this fantasy. Unfortunately, I believe. Show me next. Yeah. I told you, he had a fantasy right here. And it's toxic. That they're going to be together no matter what. No matter how toxic it is. They'll be chained for an eternity together in his mind. And the toxicity, the devil card, is coming out. Because he wants it all. He wants it all his way. This is the legacy. He's looking for money too. He wants a payout. This is the Ten of Pentacles, legacy. This is also known as a will, life insurance, and money. And that's why he has put up with this concept so long of being together, is because she's holding the money according to this. Show me what he did to her and thank you. So he held on too tight and he made a plan. So this is holding on too tight. When I see this card, I often think of strangle. Okay, holding on too tight to someone where they're gasping for air. See, this person's not letting go for nothing. For nothing. This is like tightening. The more the tension grew, the more he wanted to put his hands around her. and he held on too tight, and then he had to come up with a plan of action. What was this plan of action? So it's a plan where he's going to involve someone else. Ace of Cup, and take a self-cup of love. So he devises a plan to take a self-cup of love by telling others the story he wants them to believe. He is pre-shadowing the real truth. The lover's a choice between two. He decided it was her or him. In his mind, he made the choice. She did too, though. She was like, I'm out of here. And that's when this happens. Michelle Dryde, welcome to Private Eyes, lovely. We have the King of Pentacles here. This is long-term investment. This is stagnant. This is nothing changes. It's always the same energy. This is the Star card. And this is also getting a lot of attention, which is showing me twofold. One, it's telling me that he was getting too much attention, or he was jealous she was. Also, it's saying there's a lot of attention he's going to get now. Justice is coming in, and they're about to take him away in the paddy wagon. All right, Chariot is coming in with justice. Justice is saying, in the eye of the beholder, he was balancing something out which was just, and he was taking back his energy by taking her life, in his opinion. In this, we also have justice, meaning the law court is winning. The courts are going to win. We have the Chariot, okay? Last card, King of Swords. Okay, it's not the last card. I got to ask. This is the police. Justice, the Chariot, the police are going to get him. He's sunk. He might not get charged right away, but he will get charged according to this. Because justice is going to play against him. Yeah. Cutting something out. They know. The police are saying he made a choice. This guy's been juggling on one foot. He can't keep all the plates in the air, right? He's got to put a plate down. He made a decision. What was the decision about? Virgo energy. Hermit. His boat, his life. And Hermit is solo. So he used his strength to overpower her. He used his physical, hands-on strength to overpower her. Bottom of the deck, yes. There's something we're overlooking that's confusing that we're going to find out that'll bring to the Tower moment. That is what I have for you today. Let me clean up my cards a little bit here. And then I'm going to hand it back over to you guys, because even though I'm a really good tarot reader, you guys ask the best questions. And so we're going to hand it over to our lovely subscribers. And keep in mind, if you are a private eye, I often hand it over to the private eyes, and those that have the membership can ask questions on those days. Now today we're just going to meet together with the subscribers, because you guys are incredible at asking the right questions. And we'll go like this with these cards. Let's just sort them so next time I don't have that problem. Alrighty, my lovelies. Do you have your questions ready? Remember, when you jump over to the other live, I ask you, post the word question before you ask the question, because that way I can see it so easy and I'm not sorting through chat. As well as I ask, could you please only ask one question at a time? No ifs, ands, or buts. No sarcasm. No ifs, ands, or buts. Just ask it simple so that I can get you a clean answer. All right, my lovelies, I want to say thank you. You guys are always hyping the channel up after the lives are done. It's the only time you can do it. And if you need to know that, go to our community page, tab over until you see the word hype. Click it, and that way you can hype And I so love that. Thank you. And thank you for growing this channel and growing with us. I hope and pray that Lynette Hooker is found. I can clearly see the cards are too clear. This is not an accidental drowning. This was a heated battle. This was definitely a heated battle. But you probably have 1,000 questions. So let's get over and do that together. I will see you in about 3 minutes. I do need to take a potty break, so get yourself some snacks. Get yourself a nice, cozy place to tuck into. And we'll come back together. And I'll let you ask the questions and I'll pull the cards. Thank you so much. I love you. To the moon and back, always and forever.
From the dust I was born, to the dirt I shall return. When my eyes are closed, in the shadows, my enemies will think they won, but I'm here to stay. Destiny will overcome, no, I am not afraid. Like a phoenix in the night, my soul will rise from the dark.